Let's jump right on into it. I feel like there's so many things I want to talk about, honestly, that involves like being disciplined, being yourself, loving yourself, because you can't beat yourself up into change. You have to love yourself through it, because I feel like a lot of the times when we self sabotage, it's because we're punishing ourselves, or we low key feel like we don't deserve it, or we not worthy of it because of our past, the guilt, the shame, our past. And so we self sabotage our own growth and we beat ourselves up. And I feel like that's why I continuously say you have to love yourself through it. Because you have to be your biggest cheerleader, your biggest motivator. Because most cases, a lot of us don't have that support, that cheerleader. Because we the only ones that recognize our vision. A lot of the times your vision only makes sense to you. And so it's like, why be your biggest enemy, your biggest critic? Why beat yourself up and put yourself down? You should be motivating yourself, uplifting yourself. And I feel like it's getting to discipline being the ultimate form of self-love. It's when you so tired of your own bullshit, you want to change. You fed up. You're going to show up regardless. You're going to release the old you. You're going to release the old stories the excuses that you make up and tell yourself. And it's like, it's when you really choose to be your future self. Show up as who you desire to be today. It's like knowing where you want to be, knowing who you want to be remembered as, and showing up as that person today. Releasing the excuses, releasing the guilt and the shame, releasing that inner critic. And you do that by loving yourself. And what I mean by that is showing yourself grace, treating yourself like, envision your inner child and how would you treat that person? Like, encouraging and motivating and uplifting, Be your own friend. Forgive yourself, man. Accept yourself. Like, that's what it's about. Surrendering to who you really are instead of who you was told to be. And loving yourself enough to be who you want to be. Having the courage to be who you desire to be. Instead of trying to fit in or be who you was told to be for the validation, or to people please, or to be liked or accepted by your friends or your parents. It's like releasing everybody else's opinion and being yourself, loving yourself, showing up as yourself, being authentic. And as far as the discipline goes, I feel like a lot of the times you don't feel like it. It's so easy to go back into your old ways. And I feel like that's where it goes into your mindset, because like people come up with their New Year's resolution and they go right back to being their old selves. And it's because you can't change your outer world without changing your inner world. So you have to shift your mindset. You have to shift your thoughts. And at the end of the day, if you really want change, you'll change. If your current circumstances hurt bad enough, you'll do something about it. But at the same time, I understand you ain't gonna always feel like it. And that's where the mindset come in. You have to shift that perspective. Do I want to evolve or stay the same? What will my future self do? Being that person that you needed as a child. Because I just find it so crazy how we accept misery as the norm. Like, you better enjoy your younger years, because once you grow up, it's like, once I grow up, what? Just accept that life is miserable and I'm just supposed to hate my job and just go to work and pay bills for the rest of my fucking life? It's like, I just refuse to accept that as my reality, and it's so crazy. Well, it's not crazy to me. I refuse to accept misery as my reality. It's like, because I'm not against 9 to 5s. I'm against misery. I'm against following my heart. I'm against misery. But I'm all for following my heart, following my passion, doing what I feel like my soul came here to do. instead of just going with the program, because people comfortable in their misery. And it's like, be disciplined, show up for yourself. I know you tired of your circumstances and your reality, and it's on you to get you to where you want to be. So it's just like, I want to give you that motivational voice, that inner critic. I mean, replace the inner critic. The loudest voice in your head needs to be the one motivating you, encouraging you, uplifting you. And so that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm doing. So I want you to live your life loving yourself first, and I'll see y'all in the next video.